What up, Huck Squad? In today's video, I'm going to be doing a quick review of the Discmania Enigma in the Neoplastic. And so what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be doing 5 forehands and 5 backhands off the tee. It is a little bit windy today, but it's also overcasty, so you should be able to see this bright pink disc flying through the air. I'm going to start on hole 2 here on the white to white layout. It's about 430 feet. I'm going to do a power flick and a power backhand, see how much distance I can get. And it's awesome to finally be throwing righty again and to be able to do these like proper disc golf disc reviews rather than kind of going through this like lefty stint that I've been in these past 3 months. So thanks for all the support from you guys along that sort of like lefty journey, and hope you guys enjoy this quick comparison video. Left to right, pretty hard tailwind there, and as you saw, it just kind of glided along the ground surface. That was pretty cool. The basket's 430 from the tee, so I'd say I'm a good 60 feet out right now. So I'd say that was about 370 on the flick there, and my backhand landed right in this dry spot that you can see in the center of the screen, and it's pretty much pin high with where like my other disc is. I guess you could say disc high, but I'm probably also about 50-60 feet out, so not bad for getting right back into it. So for my second flick shot of the video, I'm going to be doing hole 3 blue to white here at Borderland. It's 330 feet. It probably goes uphill about 25 feet gradually the whole way. So for me, it works perfectly for a flick. A little bit nose up and have it glide out and stable up at the end. Haven't actually tried it with this disc yet, so we'll see how this one goes. Oh. Kind of hit some cabbage up top, but still probably put me in like a circle 2 range. All right, so you can see here I'm probably just outside circle 2, and if I was a little more nose down with it, probably would have got me a little more distance up to the sweet spot near that rock, but still a pretty consistent shot. All right, so for my second backhand shot, I'm going to be throwing hole 4 white to blue. It's 345 feet. You really just want it to go straight for a while and then crash at the end to kind of work down the hill. So see how this one goes. Miss it. Oh! Got a little kiss off that tree. All right, so once again, kind of seems like the story of the round. I'm kind of right at circle 2's edge. That tree kick did give me a little bit of a better angle towards the green, but still just a nice, consistent, easy 3 from here, even if I missed that putt. So the third hole I'm going to be flicking is hole 5, blue to white, which is arguably one of my favorite holes here to throw at Borderland. And it's just like a 380 foot, nice flick, a little bit downhill, turn it over just barely and have it come back. It's one of my most favorite birdies to get out here at Borderland, so see if I can hit the line with this guy. Hold it. Nice. So finishing way wide right, it's still pretty good. It's usually an easy 3 from there, and sometimes you have a little like putt through the trees, but still hit the gap and it flipped up and glided nice. I think on my flicks I need to get the nose a little bit lower, and then the true flight of this disc will really show. All right, so as you can see, here's the basket for whites, which is about 380 feet from the pin. And I'm definitely pin high with it, but I am kind of stuck in the bushes a little bit. I would be able to pitch out for 3 from there pretty easily, so I would say I probably got about 370 there, but I'm still about 60 feet, 50 feet away from the basket. So once again, just gotta get that nose down on the flicks. All right, so my third backhand of the video is gonna be hole 7, blue to white. And this is one of the only birdies on the whole blue to white layout that I've never got. It's 545 feet. And honestly, it's just a really satisfying 3. And for all the guys locally who can crush, everyone loves trying to crush like around the corner, because just getting to the corner itself is like 350, 375. So when you clear the corner, it's like, you know, you threw 400 plus. I don't know if I have the distance in me right now for that, but I had to showcase this hole. And just in case I do get around the corner, that would just be like an awesome shot to see. So give it a go. Also, look how beautiful this paver is. It's freaking awesome. hold. If that holds, I could make it. Oh man, go, 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 go. I might be pinched, but I'm gonna be close. Right, so it looks like I skipped into jail a little bit, but regardless of the outcome, it's pretty cool in here, but regardless of the outcome, that was still like, probably, I just almost cleared through the gap. You can see the white basket out there. So if this was my actual lie, it'd be a little tricky. I'd have to do something patent pending, but still got myself like almost to 400 feet, and that was probably my best shot of the video so far. So that was a great shot. All right, so we're here at hole 9 blues, and whether or not you're going to white or blue, you still need pretty much a consistent flick shot to hit this gap on the left. For righties that only really have a backhand, hitting that gap on the right still good, but it's just pretty tight. It requires just like a touch mid-range shot. So I always go flick up this left side. So I feel like this will be a good one. Whether or not I was going to blue, which is a par 4, I'm pretty much going to try to land it in the same spot, because if you land it right next to the white basket, it leaves you with a great upshot to blue. So technically I'll be going blue to white here. This shows it's about 270 feet. Nice and low. I don't know if you could see that flare skip, but I think it's going to be a little long of the white. But if I was going to blue, that'd be money. Right, so here's the white basket. And as you can see, the blue basket's probably about 150 feet away, tucked in that island with the wall being OB. Still haven't seen my disc yet, but oh, there it is there. So if I was going to blue, this would be great. As you can see off the drive, it stayed super flat when I got it nose down. Probably only about 100 out from here. If I was going to white, I'd be long, but still kind of, once again, circle 2. I've at least had a bit at it. So good shot overall for sure. All right, so on hole 11, I'm going to be playing to the white basket, which you can see there under those pines. It's a big hyzer out of the forest, all the way down from the blue tee pad down there. It's a really fun shot for a backhand. All right, so here's the look from the tee pad of hole 11 blue. We're going to be playing to the white basket, which is 320 feet. And like I said, you just kind of want to poke out there nice and high on a hyzer and see if you can put yourself on the other side of those pines, because nobody likes that low ceiling putt from the short side. Might have lost it in the clouds there. But, oh, it actually hit the tree. It might not have come down out of the tree, but that was perfect, nice and high, and it stabled out perfect for me. Oh man, I wish I had thrown that just a little bit lower so it was like under the tree line so you guys could have seen the flight of it, because that was perfect. It just flipped up, went forever, and then fell back at the end. Did hit one of these trees, so let's see where I landed. All right, so about 310, 320 feet to the pin on a hyzer, so I'd say I landed about, I don't know, 300-ish. See if I can get a little driver putt birdie. Let's go. All right, so not a bad disc for a 310 foot hyzer backhand. All right, so I'm gonna count this hole as a bonus hole. I still wanna do one more flick hole, so I'm just gonna add this one in as a 6th flick hole. But hole 13, blue to white here. I think it's 310 feet, and it's such a fun hole for me to flick because I just love to send something out there nice and flat and just have it go forever. Usually throw my FD3, which is pretty beaten in at this point. It does crash well at the end, so just want to see how this disc does on this sort of flick shot. Go, 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 this is... Oh, as you can see, it just barely didn't want to flip up enough to miss that tree, but I liked how it came out. All right, so here's a look at the tee pad. And that skinny tree right there on the left is the one that I hit. And if you just miss that one, it's a perfect forehand lane all the way to the basket. There's not really anything in the way if you kind of make it through that gap right there. So just barely hit it. Usually I put myself right in the circle there, and it's a great shot. So I just wanted to do a quick stop here at hole 16 as a bonus backhand hole. So I'm tossing a bonus flick and a bonus backhand hole in here. But it's just a really weird, quirky shot where you need something pretty stable to work around the corner and then get a big flare skip off the hill. There's really no way to get yourself from on 16 white to blue to the circle like in a good fashion. There's like a couple lines you can poke through on this left side, but you never really aim for those. They're more lucky lines. So let's see if I can get a big skip off the hill and get myself over the wall. That'd be like really cool. Wow. I don't even know if I needed a skip. It kind of got a little lucky, but I might be over the wall. All right, so now you can see why I say that the left side there from the tee pad is so tough. And I actually kind of snuck through like the very last gap there in the middle, but it's hard to poke through there. If you do though, you get right past the white basket, and usually if you land anywhere near this wall, it's actually a pretty good spot to get to the blue basket there. But I actually cleared the wall, and I'm not sure if you can see it there, but I'm right there in the middle, and I probably only have like a 40-foot putt, and honestly that's probably one of my best shots on this hole as an air shot. It's really good. All right, so for my 5th flick hole, I couldn't do like a disc/hole review at Borderland without adding hole 17 from the blue tee pad here. It's just definitely the signature hole. It's the most beautiful hole on the course. I'd say the only hole that combats it as a signature hole would be hole 2, going to the long basket, because it's like over 900 feet, so it's one of the holes that people remember. But I couldn't do a review without adding this hole in. And 17 blue to white, it's 390 feet, and it's honestly one of the hardest birdies for me on this layout too, because it's super far, and you have to throw it super flat and have it kind of crash at the very end. And this is probably a really good disc to do it with, because it does have a good amount of glide without that much fade at the end. But normally when I throw my destroyers, I'll get myself to the kind of top of the hill, but I'll always be like 30 or 40 kind of pin high left or pin high short. So see how this one goes compared to throwing like my star destroyers. It's a little low, but it stayed nice and straight. And the grass is down there is a little bit too long to get a skip. But you can see the flight of it pretty well there, I'm guessing, because it's on like the green grass there. But that was nice, it just stayed nice and straight. I bet if I had that a little bit higher, it would have gotten a good amount of distance. So what I've learned today kind of is just to tweak my nose of my flicks a little bit more. Now that my hand is nice and healthy, I can be throwing pretty powerful again. So just gonna have to get that nose angle dialed in again. All right, so if I had thrown it just a hair higher, I would have gotten out of this long grass that's on the bottom here and maybe skipped off that shorter grass that's on the hill. But I'd say I'm a good 70, 80 feet out. And once again, if I was playing the blue to white layout, I've had a pretty easy layup for 3, pretty safe shot. So definitely like the way the Enigma feels on a flick. All right, so we're here at hole 18 for the 5th and final throw backhand of the episode. And wow, it's been such a fun episode. I really got to learn this disc. I'd never thrown it as much as I did today. And it's a great distance driver. It's really predictable, and it flips up and glides a little bit more than like your average destroyer or your average like 12-speed driver. So I do really like it in that regard. I'm definitely gonna keep it in the bag and just keep working it in on that flick and on that backhand. But for the last hole today, we're at hole 18. We're gonna be playing blue to white again, and it's a 295-foot shot, so right around 300 feet. Plays a little bit uphill, and what I'm going to be doing today is taking what we call the Mark Anthony line. You guys all know Mark, he's in like 40 of my videos, but what he loves to do on this hole is go big Annie over the left side and have it stable out at the end. So let's see how this has for some like late stability on like a big Annie like that. I'm not sure I'll be able to throw the shot as well as Marky, but I'll give it a go. Nice. It might be a little bit short, and it wasn't on as much of a cut angle as Mark likes to have it on, but I'd say I'd hit the line pretty well. Right, so getting into the green, it's not a bad shot at all. Probably left me about 35, you know, right on circle's edge, but that's a great shot. Normally what I'll do from that tee pad down there is I'll do like a flex flick up here, and then it'll get like a big skip and kind of put me in the circle. But I do like to take that line every once in a while. See if I can finish it off on a driver putt bird. Nice. That was one take, I promise. I'll leave it rolling. That was cool. Alright guys, that's a wrap for this quick little video. Ended up being 6 throws on each side of forehand and backhand, so it's going to give you guys a good representation of how this disc flies. Like I said, I really like it. I need to get my flick nose angle a little bit more dialed in, but for the most part, it's a really solid driver, and it's really, for someone with a bit of a fast arm speed like me, it does glide a lot before it crashes out. So once I learn the angle and once I really dial it in, this disc is gonna be awesome. So the release date is on Monday, September 9th. So it's just in a couple days. I'm gonna try to get this video up as soon as I can, and go pick yourself up one and drop a huck squat in the comments if you enjoyed this video. And if you did enjoy the video, drop a like, it means the world to me. So see you guys in the next episode. Take it easy.